When I was 26, I got a huge wake-up call. It was stage 3 colon cancer. At that time, I was a real estate entrepreneur. I was, just like working really hard to build a business. I was just basically going 90 miles an hour. Well, the first thing that happens when you're diagnosed with cancer, is fear. I mean, it's a huge stress and fear bomb. I mean, this is how fast the cancer industry moves, right? Patients, they get a diagnosis, it's a whirlwind, like, what, I have cancer now? What's going on? Oh, and you're gonna need to be in surgery tomorrow. And like, we gotta get this out of you right before it spreads and kills you. I mean, that's what they told me. So I have surgery, they take out a third of my large intestine, and they take out the tumor, and they realize that it spread to my lymph nodes, and it's worse than we thought. It's stage 3C, not stage 2. And things were looking worse and worse, right? It was just sort of like more bad news, like, oh, now you need chemo, you need 9 to 12 months of chemotherapy. The idea of chemotherapy didn't make sense to me. I mean, even though I'd never had any friends or family members go through cancer, just the idea of poisoning myself back to health, or that you're gonna poison me back to health, and I'm gonna get really, really sick, but then somehow it's gonna make me better, like, I couldn't make sense of it. I didn't know what to do though, right? And my wife and I go home, we pray about it. I'm like, God, if there's another way, just show me. I don't know what to do. And I get a book that comes to me from a man in Alaska who knew my dad. It was written by a man who had healed his own colon cancer. And I'm reading this book and I'm like, this is it. Like, I asked for something and this book came, this is it. I'm just gonna believe this is the answer to my prayer. The next thing that happened was, I had all these family members start to call me and tell me that I was making a mistake. All of a sudden, the fear is back, right? The fear, the doubt, the anxiety, like, it's all back and like present. And so in order to appease, the people around me, I agreed to go see an oncologist. We go to the clinic and it's full of people. They're all twice my age, 3 times my age. I was just like, what am I doing here? I don't even belong here, And the TV is on and out comes Jack LaLanne. Jack LaLanne is on the morning show in the tiny little window of time that I'm sitting in the oncologist waiting room. And he comes out and he starts going off about nutrition and the natural therapies and healing. And the reason is why we're all sick, because we're eating all this junk food and processed food. And if man made it, don't eat it. I'm like, man, I can't believe this is like happening. Like, he's on the TV right now. There's no way this is not a coincidence. This cannot be a coincidence. So we go back and see the oncologist. And he gives me this really standard pitch. You've got stage 3 colon cancer. You've got about a 60% chance of living 5 years with treatment. And I'm thinking, 60% chance of living 5 years. That's barely better than a coin toss. What if he's wrong? Maybe, what if it's worse, We asked him about alternative therapies and he said, he was like, no, there are none. And if you don't do chemotherapy, you're insane. That moment, just a tidal wave of fear just smashed me. It's like smashed me on the rocks.